Dogtown is an abandoned colonial settlement. It's located on the island tip of the Cape Ann Peninsula in the state of Massachusetts. Cape Ann is about 25 miles northeast of Boston, and Dogtown fills the geographical center of the island. Today it's a wilderness area. It's about 2 times the size of Central Park. It's filled with trees. It used to be completely barren with these giant rocks that people claimed were kind of had this aura. And Marsden Hartley, who is an American modernist painter, a contemporary of Georgia O'Keeffe and Edward Hopper, went to Dogtown in the early 1930s and painted there. I first saw his paintings in a class when I was in college. I was taking Painting 101, and these images were so different and unusual. I was convinced they weren't in America. And then eventually I found out that they were on Cape Ann in Dogtown, and I had to go there. When I first went to Dogtown, I had this hope that it would be just this wonderful, positive place. Even though Hartley's paintings are very gloomy, there was a tension between what he said about the landscape and how he painted it. But when I started meeting people on Cape Ann, they all talked about how Dogtown has a sort of dark quality. One of the things that they eventually mentioned was that this woman, Ann Natty, had been murdered in cold blood there. I was astounded, but everyone told me this story, and I realized through this that though we're very numb to violence in America, or at least we like to think of ourselves as being so, violence has a lasting effect on communities. So even 25 years later, people are still haunted by what happened to Ann Natty in Dogtown. Dogtown was once the home of a community of witches and some former slaves. But originally it was said that Dogtown was settled by people fleeing pirates and Indians. It turns out that some of these stories are true or only partially true. The witches who lived in Dogtown, many of them were healers, but they still had a kind of spell-casting reputation. Today, no one lives there, at least not officially, but the landscape has long attracted people who live outside of society, from artists to drifters. What makes it so special is that you can go there and feel as if you've walked through the wardrobe into Narnia. When I first went there, it seemed to capture every kid's childhood dream that you could walk into the woods and discover another world just waiting there just for you. And I think many people who go there today still find that feeling.